Okay, okay. Now that we've, of course, shown our viewers the lies that Pakistan is spreading through its media, let's in fact show our viewers now some headlines put out by foreign publications following Prime Minister Modi's address to the nation, where he, of course, gave a clear message that Operation Sindoor is now India's policy against terror. He also said terror and talks cannot continue, neither can terror and trade. He also said that water and blood cannot flow together. Well, let's in fact show you what Prime Minister Modi has said in this particular address, and of course how the media in across the world have also covered it. So this is of course what Al Jazeera has said. India's Modi says fighting only paused in wake of conflict with Pakistan. Modi vows India will retaliate on its own terms if there is any future terror attack in the country. Also going ahead and saying India-Pakistan ceasefire celebrations despite lingering tensions. So that's of course the big headline by Al Jazeera. Meanwhile, they also of course go ahead and have put out some articles as well, saying India tried to project strength but ended up showing weakness, a very biased outlook at the entire conflict. Clearly you can see there what can be learned from the latest conflict between India and Pakistan. Also, who suffered the most fear and fatigue in Kashmir after ceasefire, trying to paint the people, the victims of what has happened, rather than calling out Pakistan for actually being the aggressor and saying that Pakistan is the one that has led to this suffering for the people. That should be the headline by Al Jazeera, but of course slanted reportage as always. Meanwhile, BBC has this to say: India-Pakistan tensions, Donald Trump's Kashmir mediation offer puts India in a tight spot. Also going ahead and saying whether there is war or ceasefire, our children will not come back. Modi addresses nation for first time. That's also something that the BBC had put out. The BBC of course was also talking about Modi's address there. Unfortunately, we are just too quick with our slides. Let's try and slow it down, please. Clearly, of course, also going ahead and saying we hope sense will prevail. That's what CNN is saying. Pakistan's foreign minister says. They're quoting the foreign minister there. Missiles, drones, airstrikes until a sudden ceasefire. How India and Pakistan agreed to an uneasy truce. This is, of course, what CNN has had to say. Also going ahead and saying India and Pakistan both claim victory now, but this latest conflict has no winners. Meanwhile, the Washington Post says this: Modi says India has only paused military action after it and Pakistan stopped fighting at each other. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India has only paused its military action and will retaliate on its own term if there is any future terror attack on the country. Let me also quickly get back in Colonel T.P. Tyagi, defense expert, who continues to be live with us. Colonel Tyagi, what do you make of how the Western media has covered this conflict, and also now in particular Prime Minister Modi's speech?
The Western media wants to take a credit, particularly the Donald Trump from America. He wants to take the credit that he is responsible for making Pakistan and Pakistan and India to declare ceasefire. Actually, it is not so. This was clarified that DMO of Pakistan, they were terrified. They had no other thing to think. They approached America and they requested DGMO, that is Director General of Military Operations of India. The correct word he used was कि पाकिस्तान के DGMO ने गुहार लगाई, रिक्वेस्ट किया इंडिया से कि ceasefire के लिए. That's why we agreed. It means that we had no pressure from the West, and even if the pressure was there, we did not accept it. Donald Trump said that they have gone for ceasefire because they were afraid of the trade which I will close with them. No, certainly not. It has been clarified by our external defense minister that we did not have any such discussion, and even if such a discussion had been there, we would have said that no, it is not the thing. We are concerned about the security of our people more than the trade relation with any other country. So the Western media would like to give little more partial consideration to Pakistan, because America has no other place in South Asia except Pakistan to carry out its activities in Afghanistan or in Iran. And that is a good reason that they keep on saying or do lip service that no, we are against radical Islam, we are against the terrorism. But then, just like they cannot leave Israel in Middle East, they cannot leave Pakistan in South Asia. And this is the reason that the Western media is generally anti-India and pro-Pakistan. But the fact remains, the truth remains, it is glittering. We have shown it. Our satellite images. Tell me, can you deny what has happened on Noor Khan Air Base? Can you deny on what has happened on another air base in Sargoda? The big craters, they are seen, people are standing. It has been become unoperational. And similarly, Noor Khan, which was the strategic air base, and you see the importance that if you, and then it is not one, there are 11 air bases which have been damaged, 11 air bases. So most of the air bases have been rendered non-operational. And in Noor Khan, it was such a strategic base that one academy was there,
Yes.
transport aircraft from America was there, and nearby was the strategic command center of
Okay.
Pakistan.
Okay. Absolutely. Colonel Tyagi, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective on that big story. Now let's